only for traffic. Yeah. You
Okay, we're back on YouTube Live. This is case Z806795, the People versus Sephora Jennings. One count of operating with a high blood alcohol content of 0.17 or more. Today is the date set for a trial. Appearances?
And good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Kevin Basant, P71061, on behalf of Ms. Sephora Jennings, who's also present via Zoom video, Your Honor.
Ms. Jennings, can you state your name for the record, please?
Sephora Jennings.
And officers from Wayne State University Police Department, you all put your names on the record?
Officer Heather Glovich, badge 118.
Officer Assad Fradi, badge 116.
Officer Parnell, 114.
Good morning to you all.
Morning.
Morning.
And it's my understanding Attorney Basant is going to get started today.
That is correct, Judge. Today is the daytime scheduled for trial. Ms. Jennings has been advised of a right to a trial. At this time, Judge, she wishes to waive that right and enter to a plea to operating while intoxicated. Is that correct, Ms. Jennings?
Correct.
I didn't hear you, Ms. Jennings.
Correct.
Okay, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, and you did have an opportunity to speak to your attorney Basant in private about your rights and about your case today, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and as he also stated that you understand your right to a trial and you're waiving that right.
Yes, Your Honor.
And did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'd like to bring your attention to June 6, 2020, around 2:13 a.m. in the area of Warren and Woodward in the city of Detroit. Do you remember what type of vehicle you were operating on that day and time?
Yes, Chevy Malibu.
Okay. And while operating that vehicle, you were operating with a high blood alcohol content of 0.17 or more.
Yes.
Judge, if I may, I would stipulate, I believe the BAC was a 0.16.
How was the charge of 0.17 or more?
Oh.
P2072. This matter was charged as an OWI. The ROA is incorrect. That says it's a high BAC. She was very close to a high BAC, but was not.
Okay, so I'm reading from the ROA. Thank you all. I will say, wait a minute, this something isn't right, so I'm going to trash that. And Ms. Jennings, we're going to
Yes, Your Honor.
Or I should ask counsel, are we stipulating to the BAC here from the actual police report of a 0.16?
That is correct, Judge.
Okay. And to correct the record, the charge is operating while intoxicated and not operating with a high BAC.
That's correct.
That fixed everything?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. So, Ms. Jennings, by statute, I cannot sentence you today. I have to have you referred for screening, just as the gentleman before me was sentenced today. Prior to that sentencing that I just held, he had to be screened by probation so they can evaluate you and make a recommendation to the court. So the number for probation, we can take it down.
Hold on, I have to find something to write it on.
I can take it down, Judge, and provide it to her.
Thank you.
Okay. It's 965-3414. And what your sentencing date, Ms. Jennings, if it works for you, Attorney Basant, will be on December 8th at 8:30 a.m.
Give me one. I'm checking now, Judge. Give me 1 second. That works for me, Your Honor.
Okay, so it'll be at 8:30 a.m. Actually, you all can check in at 9 o'clock so we can clear out some of the matters. So you guys check in and you get straight to the sentencing.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Ms. Jennings, if you don't have any other questions, you can log off as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day. And thank you, officers.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Well, have a good one.
You too.
Okay, Mr. Roby, we got all the attorneys cleared out here. I believe, and we can get rolling.
What about this Officer Flag, Your Honor? I don't know if he's on.
Walter
it,
Flag?
Walter Flag, is it? I'm sorry, maybe he's not an officer.
No, you haven't spoken. So here's the issue with his case. It's a state count, and the original charge is supplying false information and/or ID to a police officer. I can't make an offer.
Right. So what's it set for? Pretrial?
Arraignment on the bench warrant.
All right, let's just move him on to,
Trial date.
yeah. I don't know what the age of the violation is, but,
It's from 2016, so,
okay. Yeah, let's go to trial date.
all right, let's do a trial. Mr. Flag, go ahead, your phone is already unmuted, I'm gonna call your matter and get you out of here.
Do the state police charge have anything to do with my license?
Of course.
Yes. Okay, this is People versus Walter Flag, calling case SX 251-65661, one count of supplying false information and/or ID to police officer. Appearance.
Your Honor, good morning. Pauline Struggy, behalf of Mr. Flag. At this time, we ask any warrants be set aside, and we're asking for a trial date.
Okay, I will set aside any warrants. Mr. Flag, can you state your name for the record?
Walter Flag.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Flag. I just say
Good
good
morning.
morning. So the reason why we're just setting your case for a trial date is because the charge is a state count. We don't have an offer in the file here from the state prosecutor. So I do not want to enter a guilty plea today for you without having the opportunity to have an offer from the prosecutor's office, okay?
All right.
They're not required to have an offer, but they typically, prosecutors typically have one in the file. So I'm going to set it for a trial date. On the trial date, the officer does not appear. Your defense counsel, just like Mr. Roki has been doing this morning, will make a motion to dismiss the case. If the officer does appear and the state prosecutor does appear, you have the opportunity to also consult with the lawyer about whether you want to go to trial or take the offer from the prosecutor, okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any questions?
It was two charges. That wasn't the only one. It was another one for driving without a license.
Okay, so Mr. Flag, that count I see on here, but what we will do is, we call tracking, we'll have that one just follow the case that I just called. So they'll both be held on the same day, okay?
Okay.
So your trial date will be February 8th at 8:30 a.m. and it will still be on Zoom, okay?
Okay. Is there any way I can get it before then?
We are about 6 months backed up from the pandemic, from everybody who didn't have anything going, or we didn't have any hearings going on. Is there an issue why you can't wait? You just want your license back?
No, I was just trying to get everything squared away so I can work on getting my license back because I just paid everything off. I was just ready to take care of it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait till February 8th. We are, just like today, how it's packed in here, it's like this every day up until February 8th, so. Make sure you write your court date down, because if you miss it, we have to schedule out again, okay?
Okay.
February 8th at 8:30, okay?
All right.
You have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Kayla Jackson.
Hello.
Yes, Miss Jackson.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Okay, calling case 394-468, the people versus Kayla Jackson, one kind of operator's license on person. Appearance?
Your Honor, good, Pauline Stroke, on behalf of the defendant, we do have a recommendation. My client's going to avail herself of that.
Ms. Jackson, can you say your full name?
Kayla Jackson.
And can you also raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Sabree in private today about your case?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your fee? For your plea.
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial.
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving that right, you wish to continue and plead guilty.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Jackson, I'd like to bring your attention to March 20th, 2018, around 10:10 p.m. in the area of Joy and Greenview in the city of Detroit, where you're operating a 2004 Dodge vehicle without a valid driver's license on your person. Ms. Jackson, did you hear the question?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I'd like to bring your attention to March 20th, 2018, around 10:10 p.m. in the area of Joy and Greenview in the city of Detroit, where you're operating a 2004 Dodge vehicle without an operator's license on your person.
Yes.
Satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, I will amend the charge to a failure to display a valid operator's license, and I will also waive your fines and costs, Ms. Jackson, so you do not have to pay anything to the court today, okay? Do you have any questions? Okay.
No.
You're all set. You can log off. Have a good day. You're welcome.
Thank
Ms. Tori Jones?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, calling case 173-16148. Count 1, no operator's license on person. Count 2, no insurance. Appearance?
Your Honor, Pauline Stroke, on behalf of the defendant, my client's going to avail herself of the recommendation.
Okay, Ms. Jones, do you raise your right hand? Oh, actually, state your name first.
Yes, Tori Jones.
Okay, now can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have an opportunity to speak to Ms. Sabree today in private about your case?
Yes, I did.
Put your hand down. Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial.
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving that right, do you wish to continue and plead guilty?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Jones, I'd like to bring your attention to June 18th, 2017, around 4:40 p.m. in the area of Outer Drive and Evergreen in the city of Detroit. Were you
Yes.
operating a 2015 Toyota without an operator's license on your person?
Yes.
Satisfied?
Satisfied.
I will dismiss the no insurance count. I will amend the no operator's license charge to a failure to display, which is a 0-point offense. And I'm also going to waive your fines and costs today, so you don't have to pay anything to the court, okay?
Thank you.
Your Honor.
You're welcome. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, you are all set.
Thank you.
Bye. Chantel Franks?
Yes.
Okay. This is the people versus Chantel Franks, calling case 352-347. Count 1, unregistered motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance. Appearance?
Your Honor, Pauline Stroke, on behalf of the defendant, I did have the opportunity to discuss this matter with her, and she's going to avail herself of the recommendation.
Okay, and also there's one more count I did not call, and that's P695989, no insurance. Ms. Franks, can you speak, or actually, state your name for the record?
Chantel Franks.
And can you raise your right hand? You swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Sabree today in private about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Did anybody threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you are actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial.
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving that right, do you wish to continue and plead guilty?
Yes.
All right, I'd like to bring your attention to November 17th, 2017, around 2:25 p.m. in the area of Freeland and Linden in the city of Detroit. We're operating a 2002 Ford blue vehicle without insurance.
Yes.
Satisfied?
Satisfied.
Okay, I will amend the charge to the 0-point offense of improper plates. I will dismiss the unregistered motor vehicle and the no insurance count that remain. Ms. Franks, I will also waive your fines and costs, so you do not have to pay anything to the court today, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Yes. So now, since I paid the other tickets off, now do I just gotta make an appointment for the Secretary of State to pay the reinstatement fee for my license?
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you post a bond on this case?
I had a personal bond.
Did you pay anything?
No.
Okay. So, yes, to answer your question then. So you can pay online your reinstatement fees. You don't have to go down in person to take care of those. And for everybody else listening on the call, or everyone else needs to listen to this, because I get the same question. The easiest way, in my opinion, is to go on to download the app called DivDat. D as in dog, I, V as in Victor, D as in dog, A, T as in Tom. DivDat app, and that way you can pay your reinstatement fees on there. You just put your name in or case number, and you'll see all of your. If it says $45, that means that that's a reinstatement fee that you need to pay. So it's been handled with the court, but you just need to pay that reinstatement fee. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Can I register my car there on that app also?
Oh, that would be nice, but no. That would be really nice.
Okay.
They take your money on that app. That's all they do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can pay your water bill, you can pay your DTE, you can pay your property taxes. You do a lot of stuff when it comes to payment, but you can't register. That would be nice, but no.
Okay.
So you all set?
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Mr. Jordan, let's get him out of here because we can't even handle this matter today. Oh, you know what? Yes, we can. Mr. Chadwick Jordan, go ahead and unmute your phone. Calling case 406-872, the people versus Chadwick Jordan. One count of violating the governor's executive order. Today is the day set for a trial. Appearance.
Your Honor, good morning. Pauline Strug on behalf of the defendant. The officer has not appeared. I'm moving for dismissal.
Mr. Jordan, can you state your name for the record, please? Okay, I can't hear you, Mr. Jordan. You're unmuted.
My name is Chadwick Ryan Jordan.
There we go. Okay. So I will grant that motion and dismiss based off the officer not appearing for trial today. And that would be Officer Dinescu, badge 4202 or 7. I'm not sure with the handwriting. Nevertheless, it's 9:51 and he has not checked in. So you're all set, Mr. Jordan. Your case has been dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Jordan, I'm having a hard time hearing you, but
Okay, thank you.
there we go. You're welcome. Okay, now I can see my desk finally. All right. Terry Amos Johnson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. This is people versus versus Terriamis Johnson, calling cases SX 279-431-3, count 1, driving while license not valid or improper license, count 2, open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver, SP 10049011, driving while license suspended, repeat offender, SP 970344, count 1, no assurance, count 2, driving while license suspended. Appearance.
Your Honor, Pauline Stroke, on behalf of the defendant, I did discuss the offer with my client. She wishes to avail herself of the same.
Okay, Ms. Johnson, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Terriamis Johnson.
Okay, Ms. Johnson, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're going to provide the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Sabree today in private about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
You put your hand down. And are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand, Ms. Johnson, that pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving that right, do you wish to continue and plead guilty?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to bring your attention to March 15th, 2019, around 12:22 a.m. in the area of Schaefer and I-96 in the city of Detroit, where you're operating a 2002 Jeep vehicle without a valid license and without insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Brokey, satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay. Dismiss the remaining counts to the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated.
Okay, Ms. Johnson, did you post the bond on these cases?
I believe I have. I tried to come down there and pay them off, but they said that I had to come and show up to court. I paid off all the rest of my tickets, so this is the only ones that's left.
Okay, but did you post them? You probably didn't if you don't know what I'm talking about. You have to put some money up for a case to get a court date.
Oh no.
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is typically about $480 based off of 2 counts that you plead guilty to. I'm going to waive those fines and costs, so you're at a zero balance. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you just need to go ahead and take care of your reinstatement fees, and you can, as I told the last, go on DivDat or on the court's website. You can Google both of those. They'll pop right up and take care of statement fees without having to go into the Secretary of State.
Can you give that to me again, Judge?
Sure. It's DIVDAT.
DIVDAT?
D as in dog.
Okay. So, may I ask a question?
Sure.
So the only thing I have to pay is my reinstatement fee?
That should be everything if you say you took care of. So the that came before me are the ones that are considered misdemeanors that have to go before a judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Civil infractions, we call things like speeding or things that the judge doesn't have to necessarily see that you can resolve online. So if you took care of all those, which you can look on 36 District Court's website and see, you can put your name in and see if there's anything left. If that's all taken care of, the reinstatement fees, those go to the Secretary of State, but on DivDat's website or the app, you can pay it, and then on our website, you can pay it, so that you don't have to go down to the Secretary of State.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions,
Thank you, miss.
you're welcome. You have a good day.
You too as well.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. Sammy Floyd, I see you on here. Good morning. You just hold tight. We're going to take care of two other gentlemen, and then we'll get to you. You have a lot of cases, okay? So Mr. John Judkins,
Good morning.
good morning. I need you to sit up now. I know you've been relaxing.
I'm getting up.
Okay. You didn't speak to Mr. Roque yet, did you?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Mr. Roque, his offer is, he has 3 counts.
Okay.
And the offer for him to plead to accosting and soliciting another for an act of prostitution, with the other 3 to be dismissed.
Is that as charged?
As charged.
When was the OTE issued?
September 10th of this year.
Oh.
He's not on the docket. He was, I forgot, Mr. Judkins, what your story is. You missed your court date last week, or?
No, I actually went to the court on the 27th, and they put me on the Zoom app, but it wouldn't let me in.
Okay. So, what is your court date? Oh, what's that?
The 27th.
All right, so he's just at the arraignment phase.
I guess I'm going to have to ask for either a pretrial or trial date, Your Honor. I can go in a room with them if you like, but these are mandatory reporting charges, I believe. So I wouldn't be willing to plead my client short of something.
Okay. So can you explain that to Mr. Judkins?
I will. Can I put me in a room?
You're going to hit join on your screen to go into the breakout room. Mr. Aristo 5. Deontay Jackson,
Yes.
good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
What's going on? What are you here for?
You had court today?
Not on the docket for this morning.
Oh, not on the docket?
No. Do you know when your court date is supposed to be?
No. Do you see it?
No, I don't have. I have today's docket.
You don't have my case?
Deonte Jackson. Is that how you spell your name?
Yes.
Okay.
Sabree's court date was on actually at the arraignment on November 19th.
It's November 19th, Mr. Jackson, at 1:30.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Don't be late.
Okay.
November 19th.
Okay.
All right. You have a good day.
You too. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I would ask the court if we could bifurcate the tickets. Perhaps set the OTE for a pretrial and the other tickets for a trial or something. Separate them.
Okay, let me read the counts off.
Okay.
So we have the people versus John Judkins, calling case U582-36920, accosting and soliciting another for an act of prostitution. And SP 11054731, defective bumper fender or windshield. SP 110541, count 1, failure to secure a load to body or frame. And count 2, failure to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Appearance.
Your Honor, Pauline Stroke on behalf of the defendant.
Mr. Judkins, please take for the record.
John Judkins.
And Mr. Roque, I just wanted to make sure for that request, the The remaining 3 tickets outside of the accosting and soliciting were on a different date and time and are unrelated.
Are they state offenses, Your Honor?
They are a blend, 1 state, 2 city.
Well,
Only one state count for all 4 cases.
so I'm gonna ask that, the OTE be set for pretrial and the traffic tickets go directly to trial and they be bifurcated.
Okay. So, Mr. Jenkins, your pretrial for the accosting and soliciting case will be December 8th at 8:30 a.m., okay?
Okay. December 8th.
And for your trial dates for the other 3 matters, do you want, Ms. Soroki, do you want them before or after his pretrial date?
I think if we resolve them, well, whenever you want to give the trial date, I don't care. Sooner might be better. It doesn't matter to me.
It'll be February 8th.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So, Mr. Jenkins, you have 2 different court dates, okay?
Okay.
So for your other 3 matters, your traffic offenses, for the defective bumper, fender, the failure to secure load, and the failure to display a valid operator's license, those cases will be handled on February 8th at 8:30. They will both be on Zoom, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you come back, do not ask to have your tickets on the same date, okay? Just leave them how they are. All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Jenkins, you have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. Aristo 5 still doesn't have audio.
That's all we have left?
Yep, and the other, Mr. Floyd has retained counsel.
Oh. You know, I can only imagine once people get the hang of Zoom, how it's gonna go. You know? It's gonna be impossible to get through a docket.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen, maybe he'll pay attention. So I disconnected him and hopefully he'll call back in.